Hey, how's it going, you guys? Is Spidey, the Dakota 64, back here again with yet another NASCAR news discussion. And, and for today's video, I'm basically here gonna be stating my, opinion on, and talking to you guys about about recent news that's just been, that came out a couple days ago. I think it was May 2nd, you know? Oh, yeah, also, guys, tomorrow's May the 4th. So, yeah, May the 4th be with you, even though it's not midnight yet, so, yeah. So, yeah, anyways, it's just been announced that NASCAR has suspended Xfinity driver Spencer Gallagher for not passing a, or let's just, I'm just going to read to you, I'm just going to read to you the article here from my dad's phone. It says, Spencer Gallagher has been suspended indefinitely from NASCAR for violating its substance abuse policy less than a week after winning his first career Xfinity Series win. And then let's just and then also says that that Gallagher agreed to participate in NASCAR's substance abuse recovery program. Other details were not disclosed Wednesday. So yeah, NASCAR has suspended, Spencer, Gallagher, because because they never say why he was suspended for, but some people are saying it's most likely because he didn't pass a random drug test, which, if you guys didn't do, if, I don't know if some of you newer guys don't know, but like a drug test, that's pretty big, like that's, pretty big, and, and for Spencer Gallagher, he obviously, he didn't pass that test, which was, yeah. So suspended from NASCAR. So, from my understanding, that basically means he's like not suspended for like a couple races, like he's suspended for like 2 or 4 races, or whatnot. He's suspended from NASCAR. He cannot compete in any of the NASCAR series, he's probably, and since that, so he's a, one, he can't compete in NASCAR races. 2, he can't, be anywhere near the sport. And most likely, number 3, he'll most likely maybe be fired from GMS Racing, which he drives for his father's team now. I'm not like that. Most likely won't happen, but I don't know. He could still maybe be fired from GMS Racing. Now the same thing happened a couple years ago with AJ Allmendinger when he didn't pass a random drug test. Then he was suspended for a couple races. Then he was suspended, and then he was fired from Team Penske. And then obviously Sam Hornish drove the 22 for a couple years. Yeah, if any of you bandwagoners do not know, AJ Allmendinger used to drive for Team Penske, and which I think that kind of explains why he's such an okay ride. Then again, he's only good on road course races, but I do like AJ Allmendinger. So what's overall my opinion on this? I mean, I'll be very much honest with you. It makes me sad. Now, why does it make me sad? It's just because it's really quite simple, I don't like drugs. If this is because of if this is because he didn't pass a random drug test, then I don't like people taking drugs. I don't like it. It can easily ruin a person's life. And we can see here, in Spencer Gallagher's case, he basically, it ruined his life, basically, I mean, one, he can't do what he loves doing, and that's racing. Plus, and also the thing is, and that is, this he found that is this happened, right after a couple of days after he won his first ever Xfinity Series race, which which I was really happy when Spencer Gallagher won that race. Man, was that a fantastic finish. Even though the Xfinity race was very much like the Cup race, not much racing, until the end. But hey, at least the Fox drivers only was good. That was good. So I I feel bad for Spencer Gallagher for being suspended from NASCAR. But I guess here's the deal: don't take drugs, kids, because most likely you won't do the thing you want to do, your hobby ever again. So yeah. So he is taking part of NASCAR's abuse recovery program, which if he takes part of this program, maybe he can return back to the Cup race. He can return back to the Xfinity Series. So I'm sorry, fuck. So yeah. So indefinitely, what do I think is most likely going to happen to Spencer Gallagher? Well, most likely. Well, here's the deal. He needs to take part of the program. That he's in. Work your way through that program, and then maybe you can come back to the Xfinity Series, or maybe, come back to, you can come back to, you can just come back. Maybe just come back to GMS Racing. So as of right now, before this news was announced, there were three Xfinity regular drivers who won races and who were in the playoffs. That were Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, and then Spencer Gallagher. But now, most likely, Spencer Gallagher, if he doesn't, he's out of the playoffs. Like, that's most likely what's gonna happen. And then so here in other news, and that is Johnny Sauter will actually fill in for Spencer Gallagher at Dover in the Xfinity race. So yeah, and also I believe that Spencer Gallagher was eligible for the Dash for Cash. So most likely. So that will most likely, happen, and I don't know, so yeah, I don't know how the Dash for Cash, how you say it, I don't know how that's gonna go, the Dash for Cash, thing. Which most likely, I don't know, Johnny Sauter, he could go, go for that $1 million, or I don't know how much money they're giving him. Yeah. So yeah, and also in other news, I don't, not much people are talking about this, but NASCAR driver James Hilton was killed in a car accident. And yeah, he was a NASCAR driver and an ARCA driver. So basically what happened is they were coming back from the ARCA race, and then they got into a car accident and stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah. I think James Hilton only had like 4 career wins. That's what I looked up. But yeah, I'm just gonna say my thoughts and prayers are to the family, and we don't want to see anyone die in the NASCAR community, which that's not good, So yeah, so overall, I feel sad. I feel sorry for Spencer Gallagher. Hopefully he can come back. So I can cheer him on again. And you know, and thoughts and prayers. My thoughts and prayers go out to the James Hilton family, to his family and whatnot, and the whole NASCAR community. So yeah, and also hey, the month of May has just begun, guys. So here's what I think I'm gonna be doing. So here is what I think I'm gonna be doing throughout these next couple of days. So tomorrow will be the truck race. So yeah, the truck race. So yeah, there's finally a truck race. There's finally a truck race. So that's pretty good. The last truck race was at Martinsville, which was months ago. So yeah, finally there's a truck race. So I'm not so sure if I'm gonna do my reactions to that, or or I don't know. I'm not so sure if I can do much reactions this weekend, but maybe I'll. But yeah, I'll watch the truck race, and then after that I'll watch. And then Saturday, I'm gonna go to a soccer game and whatnot, or I'm gonna figure out whatever when I. And I'll watch the Xfinity race. Maybe I'll bring my reactions there. And obviously the Cup race is at at Dover. And also I think that I'm gonna be doing a new video. Also for this part of the video, basically, I'm going to be predicting the full-on entire month of May for NASCAR. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be predicting who's going to win these races, who's going to get whatnot. So, yeah. So, first up, Dover. So, after the shit show at Talladega and whatnot, we come to the Monster Mile here in Dover, which I don't know if you can see there, but I don't think you can see it. But down there is my setup for Dover for the Talladega Cup. And no, I'm not filming it right now because there's one more car that I need in order to complete the series, and that's Michael McDowell's 95 car. One from 2015. So yeah, I'll just do that. So yeah, Dover for me is one of my favorite NASCAR tracks. Because I like, a NASCAR track for me, I like it if it has banking on it. If it has banking. Like, I don't like tracks like New Hampshire or Pocono, not even Indianapolis. I mean, that's for IndyCar. NASCAR doesn't run well on flat tracks. That's not a typical NASCAR track. The only good flat track that's out there, and that's Phoenix. That's the only good one. So who will most likely, well, I'm gonna predict who will get the pole at Dover. It's gonna be this. It's either gonna be, let me see, it's, Martrix Jr. Martrix Jr. I think will get the pole at Dover, and then who will win the Cup race at Dover? Martrix Jr. That's who I think. He's been solid here for the past couple races here at Dover. Plus, he's won. He was in 2016. He won the Chase, the playoff race from Dover. So yeah. So I think Martrix Jr. is going to win this weekend. And then also we're going to be also I want to talk to you guys. So yeah, I think Martrix Jr. is going to win Dover. And then now for Kansas. Kansas is it really hasn't been predictable. Now let me see. So who do I think will most likely get the pole? Martrix Jr. Probably will get the pole. That's most likely going to happen because that's one of Martrix Jr.'s best racetracks. But I don't think he's going to win Kansas. I think it'll be Kurt Busch who will win Kansas. he ran good here in the last year's race, in the spring race. Also, do I think there's going to be a big one or a big wreck at Kansas? Maybe, since Kansas has proven to be the most deadliest track in NASCAR from last year, other than Indianapolis or Daytona or Talladega, which there always are. So I think Kurt Busch will win Kansas. And then for the All-Star race, who I think will most likely get into the All-Star race? Here's what I think. Alex Bowman, Daniel Suarez, who else? Who else is, Eric Almirola. Those are all I think is going to win the stages. Alex Bowman, Daniel Suarez, and then Eric Almirola. And who will get the fan vote? My man, Chase Elliott. I voted for him, so, yeah. And then who I think will most likely win the All-Star race? Jimmy Johnson. I think he'll win the All-Star race. He ran good year last year. Plus, maybe in around these past couple races, the Chevrolet has now developed the speed for the Camaro. Hopefully. And then for the Coca-Cola 600, I think, we'll look at the poll. I think it'll be Kevin Harvick, and who I think is going to win the race, Kyle Busch. Yes, I said Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has not yet won a race at Charlotte, and if he wins a race, if he wins at Charlotte, then I'll stop making fun of him. I'll still hate him, but I won't make fun of him anymore. You know? So yeah, I think Kyle Busch will win at Charlotte. It's about time he won at Charlotte. I mean, he's this close to almost winning at all NASCAR tracks. So yeah, anyways, hopefully you enjoy this NASCAR news discussion video. If you did, leave a like, comment down below. What's your thoughts and opinions on Spencer Gallagher? You know, his whole deal. You know, and what's your predictions for Dover? And whatnot. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And with that being said, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.